everything's about supply and demand.
When you talk to David Marble, he sounds like a businessman.
It's like anything. If you can take a pair of sneakers from one place and charge, and from here you're charging it 50, and then you take it another place and you could charge it 150, and you're gonna do that.
That's why he says he moved from Rochester, New York to Maine. He saw a market here, one of epidemic proportions, killing more than a Mainer a day.
It seemed like I stayed in trouble a lot.
Marble says he grew up around drugs and was groomed as a teenager to sell crack cocaine and then heroin.
When you around the environment long enough and you seeing the outcome of what other people are doing, you're going to eventually slide into it.
But it wasn't until he lost his job as a coding technician that he turned to selling hard drugs, and he heard of a little place called Augusta.
Needed the money at the time, lost the job, still had kids to take care of.
And here in Maine, he says he could make 5 times more money.
Used to making $10 off it, now I'm making $50.
So in September 2015, he saw a change of income and a change of scenery.
Places where you got to walk miles just to see a store, you don't have to worry about dividing.
But it was in one of those places where you'd have to walk miles to see a store that put Marble here at the Maine State Prison. 3 months after arriving in Maine, he was arrested, later convicted of murder. It started Christmas Eve 2015 when a group of people broke into his apartment.
The quicker you can get it off, the better. I mean, you don't want to be having a lot of stuff around you.
That stuff was cocaine and heroin, and someone knew it was just sitting there waiting to be stolen. Early the next morning, Eric Williams, Bonnie Royer, and Royer's unborn child were dead.
Now, the traffickers, these are people that take drugs.
A few weeks later, during a town hall meeting, Governor Paul LePage referred to Marble by his nickname, D-Money. That sparked a controversial debate about the drug epidemic.
These are guys that are named D-Money, Smoothie, Shifty, these type of guys that come from Connecticut, New York. They come up here, they sell their heroin, then they go back home. Incidentally, half the time they impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
I don't have any kids up here in Maine, so the one statement already was wrong.
More importantly, he says you shouldn't blame him for Maine's drug problem.
The market was already here, the people was already here, they was already doing it before I came up here.
He did, however, hope to make some money and go back home, providing for a son and daughter.
I always say still got 2 legacies that, will be able to live on for me.
But in the end, he's here for the rest of his life. 3 other legacies, 3 other lives, unable to live theirs.
David Marble says he's never done heroin. He's only sold it. He also says he didn't kill Eric Williams and Bonnie Royer. According to court documents, soon after those murders, he wrote on Facebook in part, quote, "Forgive me, God." I'm David Charnes, WMTW News 8.